Good morning, everyone. So we decided before the show that we are just gonna pretend like it's spring. We're not gonna go back. It's just gonna keep getting warmer. We brought out all the yellow. It's officially spring. I decided I'm not wearing socks with my Hey Dudes anymore. I'm doing all these things, and that's gonna just help us keep spring around. And it's decided. I made the decision, and so it's official that we're done with winter. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. So, and that's how things work around here. Is when we're over it, we just pretend like we've moved on, and then all of a sudden it is. So I want to start off by thanking you guys for joining and thanking all of our sponsors, R7, Lutheran Living, of course Toyota of Muscatine, Hy-Vee Market Grill, and CBI for sponsoring this show and making it possible for us to be on. We have a lot of fun stuff to talk about, everything from Margarita Day to the world's tallest person to Vision 2020 and all of the things that come with that. Particularly our two guests that we have on this morning. So this morning we have Terry and John, and they are here to talk about some of the amazing services like Meals on Wheels and some of the chore kind of services that we need for our seniors, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about those services in town and how you can get involved and all of the fun that you can have by being involved in something like that. The first thing that Terry said when she introduced herself to me was, it's such a rewarding thing, right?
Absolutely.
So Terry, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do and the services that you guys provide with Meals on Wheels?
So we deal with the community that are food insecure, that are over the age of 65, and we deliver a meal once a day at lunch, a hot meal with some cold food like milk or juice or something of that nature. Yep. Strawberries. You know, they do a third of the RDA requirements for nutrition. And I have about 40 volunteers and about 50 clients. Awesome. So we do 4 routes a day, and then we do 2 on the weekends.
Wow.
Saturday, if they have a Sunday delivery, they'll also get a frozen meal on Saturday to prepare for themselves on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so we're always looking for people in the community to volunteer.
Of course, yes.
It's very rewarding work. Right now with COVID, we are on a no contact, so it's very minimal with the seniors. But boy, I'll tell you, when you see the looks of them on their faces with the big smiles when you come to their door, you know you're doing something really good.
Yeah, and one of the things, I think Megan actually, one time when we were having a conversation, which Megan's here too, and she refused to come on the show with me. She said she didn't want to be on the show with me today. She hated my guts, all these things, made me cry right before the show. Just kidding, just kidding. But we were talking one day, and she said, you know, this may be like the one contact that some of these seniors have all day, especially right now.
Very true.
You know, so we were talking about how meaningful that could be, even if right now it's just a wave or a, you know, like how you doing from afar or what have you. Yes. It's still how meaningful when right now a lot of our seniors are hunkered down at home and trying to stay safe and all of those things. Just to have that human contact, even if it has to be like a, you know, like away from the car after you've delivered the meal or something like that. It might be the one thing that one person they see every day.
They very much look forward to it. Some folks are standing right at the door waiting. They know somebody's coming with their food. So it's very well received in the community, and it's a blessing, and I am so proud to be part of it.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how it works. So where do these meals come from?
They come from the hospital.
Okay.
My volunteers will meet at the back of the hospital prior to 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
And there's, like I said, there's 4 routes. So there'll be 4 volunteers, and they call to the hospital and say, I'm here for a route.
Yep.
They bring the route out. It takes approximately 45 minutes to deliver, so it can even be done on a lunch hour.
Wow, yeah, that's not really that long.
It's really kind of just, and once you're used to
it. You guys have it worked out to a T. You know the routes. And yep.
So once they get their delivery, they check to make sure the names are, you know, applicable with the meals in the Cambros, what they come in. And then they go out, they deliver, and they bring the Cambros back to the hospital, and it's done.
Wow.
So, and keeping 40 some volunteers,
Sure.
is the challenge of my day. But for the most part, we've got long-standing people that have delivered forever,
Right.
30, 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've got some new folks starting. So
Yeah.
it's always nice. It's kind of a change
Yep.
through the calendar as it goes along, but it's a very rewarding way to volunteer.
Yeah.
Get it in there. Knock out an hour.
Sure.
It'll last you for the rest of the day.
Yeah. So with Meals on Wheels, you can volunteer to be a part of that. And some people, if I understand correctly, some people volunteer like Monday every single week.
Yep.
Some people volunteer once a month.
That's right.
Some people volunteer,
Only Saturdays.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are different opportunities depending on your,
Availability.
whenever you are available, there is a spot that she can throw you in
Give me
for
a
some
shout.
Meals on Wheels. And like she said, it's like 45 minutes, so you could do it on a lunch break or something like that if you do work during the day. But even for people who maybe work at night, it's still not super early in the morning, so you could still get that sleep and then be able to do Meals on Wheels to get your day started the next day. So tell me, how does somebody get started if they want to?
Absolutely. They just call the office. We'll mail out an application. And once I receive it, we go through it. I'll talk with them, talk about delivery options, billing, things of that nature.
Sure.
And we find out if they have any restrictions, diabetic, etc.
Yep.
The hospital is known to even grind food for folks that have trouble swallowing.
Yeah.
So we cater basically as best we can.
Sure.
And it takes about a day and a half or two to get started.
Cool.
Just depending on when I get the application.
Yep.
So it's
And then what about if you want to be a volunteer? So if you want to be on the other side of it, how do
Same.
you get involved?
give me a call.
Okay, so either way, whether you're needing the services, even if it's just, I think this is right, correct me if I'm wrong, but even if it's just a temporary thing, like
Absolutely.
maybe you had a surgery or something like that, and you can't kind of get up and about and do the normal things, and it's just a month or two that you need the services, that's
We do that
available
all the
too.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it doesn't have to be something that you commit like, oh, I need these services forever.
Right.
It could be, a short-term thing just to kind of get you through.
They can come and go at their whim.
yeah.
It's just a simple phone call.
Awesome. So if you want to get involved with Meals on Wheels, then just give Terry a call. Either way, whether you need the services or whether you want to be a volunteer. And like she said, they're always looking for volunteers. If nothing else, to get your name on the list and get approved and the background checks and everything that has to happen. So maybe you can be a fill-in even.
Absolutely.
Maybe you're not always available, but you could be somebody that could fill in
I always
in a
need
pinch.
those in my hip pocket.
Yes. So the other cool thing, and John, you're here to talk about this, is some of the chore stuff that you guys do for some of our seniors, and tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the chore program provides seniors age 60 and over and disabled adults the opportunity for lawn care and or snow removal.
Okay.
And we currently have approximately 68 chore clients for snow removal with 6 chore contractors that we've vetted, run background checks.
Sure.
They get paid, the chore contractors get paid a nominal $10 an hour fee to provide these services with a 1 hour minimum. And that's our biggest issue right now, is getting volunteers, so to speak, to become chore contractors.
Sure.
And because it is hard work.
Yeah.
And it's intermittent, as we know how the snow's been, although it's been more constant.
It's spring, it's
this
not
year
spring, it's spring, it's
since
not spring.
Christmas,
Yep.
right after Christmas, when we got hit by that snow and ice, and I actually, because of that snow and ice event, 3 days apart, I lost a chore contractor that had 9 clients, which put her clients onto a wait list. I currently have, I think, 16 or 17 clients on a wait list that don't have contractors assigned to them.
Oh, goodness,
So
yeah.
I really, I know we're getting near the end of the snow period,
Sure.
I hope.
Well, I just told you at the beginning of the show it's over. Like I decided.
Yeah, but you know that rodent on out in Pennsylvania in a snowstorm
Doesn't know
saw its
anything.
shadow. I think they need to turn the TV lights off
Yes.
so it doesn't see its shadow.
Exactly.
So we might have ended all this by now, but no, I would like to have at least 2 or 3 more contractors.
Okay.
And I've got one contractor that only has 2 clients.
Yep.
And that's all he wants. And they're people either with their church or in his neighborhood.
Sure.
Another one with 3 clients. But I've got a husband and wife team that have full-time jobs that have 28 clients, maybe
Oh my
29
goodness.
now.
Wow.
So they're very busy. They
Yep.
start south side of town, work their way north. And
Wow.
so I applaud them.
Yeah.
For them, it's extra income,
Yep.
but also it's a lot of work. Especially this year, it's been a lot of work.
Yeah.
So,
Well, bless those people that are already helping out. But for people who want to be involved, and he just said it, you know, it could be that you only have a couple people that you help out, but that kind of chips away at that waiting list so that
Right.
it's not quite so big.
I guarantee that if you live in Muscatine, there's somebody within 2 blocks of your house
Yeah.
where you live that either is using our services now for lawn or snow removal or need that service done
Yeah.
and we don't have a contractor.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as if you've got 15, 20 extra minutes to go shovel the
Yeah.
steps and sidewalks. We do have some clients that live on corner lots. Those are like major
Right.
issues for people that shovel or have big driveways. And
Yeah.
we do have a plow driver that has worked well outside of our program to help us out. And our clients have been very grateful for that ability to be able to have their driveways
Yeah.
plowed. So
Yeah. Well, and I think about like some of the plow services, you know, like those personal plow services that maybe they have their own business. Maybe it's, you know, some of them could reach out and just take on 1 or 2 that, you know, just to kind of provide that service for some of our seniors that need it.
That's nice, and I hear so much from seniors. You know, of course, people tend to wait until they really need something before
Right.
they ask for help.
Yep,
And that
it's
was
hard to
this-
ask for help.
That was this case this year when the snow started and it was so bad. I had so many people calling that they've called people. You know, some of these contractors, they don't get back with them, or
Sure.
they're just too busy, or their minimum fee is too
Yeah.
high. But this would be a good way for them to give back.
Give back, yeah.
If just one client or 1 or 2 clients
Yep.
help them out would be something, because we have enough contractors doing lawn and snow removal in the community.
Yeah.
If they all kind of said, okay, I'll take one,
Yeah.
that might knock our list down. So,
Wow, yeah, for sure it would. So I've talked to Megan about this. I wish she was on the show to be able to just talk to her right here, but I don't know. I'll just pretend. I'll just have the conversation myself. Her and Chris are just talking over in the corner, and I'm just putting her on the spot. But
something hasn't been said. Our phone number
ooh, yeah,
is
we can.
263-9293, correct?
Yep.
Is that it? Nope.
No, she's like, that's not it. Don't call that number.
263-7292.
We'll put it in the comments too for you guys. How about?
Okay.
Maybe, hey, Megan, could you maybe put that in the comments section for us? Look at her. She's like, I'm already on it.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
started
funny.
with this program around the 1st of November, so I
Yeah,
don't even know my phone
no,
number.
I couldn't remember. I can't even hardly remember my own phone number, so you aren't getting any. But I was thinking, like, so you're supposed to be 18, right, to actually be.
Actually, 16.
Just kidding, 16. Oh my goodness.
And
this is the perfect job for a 16-year-old.
Well, it is if you find the right 16-year-old.
With a parent that's going to say, get your butt out of bed. You committed to doing this.
And,
you need to go do your job. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a commitment, and
Yeah.
I'd like to see, you know, I've had applications from a couple younger
Sure.
adults, and they just haven't panned out. One of the big things is if they're involved in activities in school, it's hard for them to get the time.
Maybe a
to do it.
family, you know, like, so bring the kids along and help out, whether you have a handful of them, not a handful of kids. Well, you could have a handful of kids. I'm a handful of clients that you're helping with. And, you know, if the family goes out, geez, you could knock that out in a few minutes, honestly, if you each grab a shovel, get it done.
And our seniors pay on a sliding fee scale. Based on income, all the way from $0 to $20 an hour.
Yeah.
And then some people say, well, if you're only paying the contractors $10 an hour, why do I pay $20 an hour? Well, that money helps support the program.
Sure, yeah.
But that doesn't fully fund the program.
Of
We
course.
rely on agencies like United Way for funding and other donations that come in periodically.
Sure, yeah. It's an important service, and I think about if you weren't able to go out to your, you know, if you didn't have the capability to go shovel your walk, how dangerous that can be for, especially for our seniors and things like that. So grab the family, call, and have a couple clients that you guys go and help out when it snows. Or, I mean, yard work's, I actually enjoy yard work. So maybe it's, you know, the mowing that works out for your family, and grab the family and go out and knock it out in just a few minutes, really. I mean, when you have a handful of kids, you might as well put them to work. But it also teaches something really great to the kids too about, you know, giving back to your community, helping out people who, you know, aren't able to do the service themselves. And it's so important that we instill that in our kids and let them know how important it is to help our neighbors. And you can either, so you can get $10 an hour, or you can volunteer to do these things too, right? I mean, of course. He's like, yes, please do it.
Even better.
So if it's just a volunteer thing that you want to do with your family, and I mean, it's a great family activity. You guys can do some family bonding over some snow removal or lawn work, right?
Or meal delivery.
Yep, or meal delivery, yes.
We share clients.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clients that get Meals on Wheels that have chore program, and it's kind of cool.
I'm sure
one
it's
of the
rewarding.
most rewarding things I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I actually get paid a little bit to do it.
Yeah, even better.
We don't tell them that part.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing what giving back and what helping a neighbor, helping someone in your community, how great that feels. And it is important that we teach our kiddos these things too, so that someday when we're not here to provide the services, that our kids already know how important it is, and they're doing those things too. So, and as a family, if one person's busy that day, somebody else could be available to go make sure that it gets done, because that's important too. I mean, with either of these services, you can't flake out on these people. You got to be there and, you know, do what you say you're going to do, and it's important.
There is an amount of accountability for folks, because, you know, it's hard to get people.
Yep.
And then it's hard to keep them on track sometimes, but for the most part, it really is a smooth thing.
Yeah.
So it's an easy way to volunteer.
Yes, it's an easy way to volunteer. It's an hour of your time. Since winter's over, we can just start thinking about mowing lawns now, right? And that sounds amazing right now, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to go out to my yard and just mow.
I'd like
That'd be
to
great.
see the lawn.
Yes. I would like to see the grass and have it be growing and not frozen. But these are great opportunities, and if you guys are interested, Megan stuck that phone number right in the comments section so that you guys can call and sign up with either, whichever one works. Maybe both work out and you want to be part of both. But like they said, somebody right in your community probably is needing these services or already signed up or should be signed up, and you can help them out. So I hope that you guys will all take a second, look at your schedules and sign up for a day or two to be able to help out. Seniors they're important in our community, and it's important that we take care of them. And I hope that you guys will all pick up the phone and call and sign up for one or both of these services for our community. It's important. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thanks for
I
having us.
appreciate it.
You bet.
If you guys have questions, just let us know in the comments, and we'll make sure that those questions get answered. Or call and ask your questions to Terry or John, and they'd be happy to assist you and get you started with volunteering. So we're going to go quickly to the aisle cam, and then when we come back, I am going to show you exactly how tall the tallest person in the world was. Holy moly, it is really, really tall, especially for a short person like me. So we are at the aisle cam, and we will be we'll be right back to show you how tall this guy was. It's crazy.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Very much.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
guys.
It was fun.
Yes,
The way to
very
get
fun.
that out there,
Yep.
folks, you know.
So I don't know if you guys have been to Hy-Vee in the last few days, but they got some really nice new, I don't know, what do you call it, displays, furniture in the produce department. It looks so nice out there. But I want to also talk, so the paper will be landing, the new Discover Muscatine paper will be landing today in all those newsstands, and then in your news boxes tomorrow. But we have a new student highlight that I would like to highlight also on this show. If you guys know somebody, a student that you think should be highlighted in the paper and on the show, please go on to discovermuscatine.com and nominate them. Let us know what great things these students are doing so that we can shine a light on the amazing work that they're doing. So this week, it's Isabel Morrison, and she's from West Liberty High School. And she's doing a lot of great things, so you can read about that in the Discover Muscatine paper that's going to be landing in your mailboxes tomorrow. So today is National, a couple things. Today is National Margarita Day. And I also have to ask Megan to come on and do What's in the Box for just a moment, because there's nobody else. There's no other guests now. So she loves doing What's in the Box. And I love putting her on the spot. And she's over there. She's smiling. She's so excited that I invited her on to do What's in the Box. Aren't you, Megan?
Yes. Microphone.
Oh, that's okay. I'll loan you mine. Yep.
I hope it's a margarita.
That would be good. We could use some of the snow outside to mix our margarita and make it on the rocks.
There we go.
All right, so here's
All
what's in the
right.
box. Let me move this out of the way so people can see. This has to do with another national day, actually. Sorry to burst your bubble, but there are a few items in there that you may use for something that might be a national day today.
It
Okay.
is an animal leash.
Okay. So close.
And-
That was close.
And a toy.
Yes.
Which I did see the very top of it, but I already knew it was a dog toy.
Okay.
But I don't know what the national day is.
Okay, so we got a dog toy, we've got a collar,
Oh,
and what else? Okay.
oh, back there. That's like a. I'm a mom. It's a chew toy, right?
No?
Like a. I don't know. I don't have a dog.
What?
a dog.
It's a retractable leash. I'll help you with that one. There's
there we
one
go.
more
Oh,
thing in
there's
there.
more.
Oh, here. It's kind of like stuck in the corner. There you go.
And that's a bone?
Yeah.
Chew bone?
Okay. So what all these things could be used to do something maybe with your dog.
Take your dog for a walk.
Yes.
Awesome.
National Walking the Dog Day.
And I think it's supposed to be like 30 degrees.
Yeah, and so it's like summer out there. You can go take your dog for a walk. Sorry for giving you a hard time on the show, but I had to.
That's okay.
You know
We
I had to.
appreciate the opportunity to come on.
Thank you. So, National Walk Your Dog Day, and like she said, it's going to be like 30 degrees. So, I mean, it's like practically summer out there. But it's also National Margarita Day, which is, that's pretty fun. And so you don't have to necessarily be on a beach, right, to enjoy a margarita. I want to know how you guys like your margaritas. Do you like them on the rocks? Do you like them? I've got some nods, yes. Do you like them blended? Do you like the traditional like lime flavor, or do you like fruity margaritas? I need to know all of these details and what your favorite margarita, like if you're making a margarita at home, what are the favorite ingredients that you use? What are the have-tos? Because I need to go over and find some stuff at Wine and Spirits to celebrate Margarita Day. Chris told me I couldn't have a margarita at 9 a.m., so whatever, he's so lame. All right, so our friends at Lutheran Living sponsor every day, this day in history. And I was scrolling through, finding some things that were going on. And February 22nd, 1918, Robert Wadlow is actually born, and he is the world's tallest person. Tallest. So he's the world's tallest person ever. So I thought, how am I going to explain to people how flippin' tall this guy was? He was actually, he was, let me find out, 8 foot 11 inches tall. And I wanted to show you guys exactly how tall that was. So we found these cereal boxes over here. And so far we have, so these are each a foot. And this guy was 8 foot 11 inches. And so I want to show you exactly how tall that is, and I'll actually stand by it too. Hopefully I can reach this. Hopefully I don't fall. This is a little bit crazy. So here, this is how tall he was. Holy moly. This is how tall this guy was. So, let's seriously, like, check this out. This is how tall he was. He would have to literally duck to go anywhere. Anywhere he went, he would have to duck. He would have to duck. This is nuts. That's how tall he was. We also have a picture of him and his father. And so you would think, like, his family's probably pretty tall too, but the answer is no, not really. But anyway, so he was the tallest person in the world ever. So if you're taller than that, you need to let us know, because you could be breaking some records. All right, so I am so glad that you guys joined us. So glad that you now know that the tallest person is 8 foot and 11 inches. That's really tall. And I hope that you guys will join us again tomorrow for a bunch more great information about things going on in our community, more national days, more things to celebrate, and it's always spring on the show from here on out. So that's reason enough. That's reason enough to come be on the show. I don't know if you noticed, but my co-host, Flat Marissa, she didn't want to be up here today. She didn't want to be in the spotlight, so she's hiding back there. But I want to thank Flat Marissa definitely for being on the show too. She's been helping me out in my job for the last week or so. And she's pretty cute, right, guys? So thank you, Flat Marissa, for hanging out with me, even though you didn't want to talk today. And thank you guys for joining us. Thank you just to all of our sponsors, our 7, Lutheran Living, CBI, of course, Hy-Vee Market Grill, and Toyota of Muscatine. We will see you all tomorrow, but until then, remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure. It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.